It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Denver Broncos, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go from Denver. On the return, here's Tajay Spears. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Tennessee offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the veteran from Oklahoma State. It's Mason Rudolph.
The thing that has always really stood out and impressed me the most about this guy, Mike, is how steady and reliable he is anytime he's called upon. You know exactly what you're getting anytime he's under center. Maybe not the biggest arm in the world, but I'll tell you what, he gives you just enough to work with, and he is capable of getting the job done. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Back to throw is Rudolph. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
That caught Tony Pollard. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
When we had a chance to talk to the coach the other day, what did he tell us, Mike? He said, I want to come out and be aggressive right from the start. And with that big shot downfield here early, I think it's pretty safe to say that's exactly what they have done. Now the key is, can they turn that explosive play into an opening drive touchdown and really get off to a fast start?
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. First carry for the man from Memphis, Tony Pollard. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. Here's Rudolph. To the left side in the hands of Boyd. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first down with Pollard. And he will have a Titans first down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance. But I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough. And they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Throwing, Rudolph. Open man, he's got Boyd.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
The motion man is Boyd. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running takes them down to the 9.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
They'll run here. It's Pollard. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. On the ground, it's Pollard. Powering forward. He's in. Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Titans. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Titans will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
The 1st-round pick looking right at home in this offense. It's a 1st down.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball, and while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space, because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry. Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. This one to the tight end, Trotman. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They'll try to run for it with Williams. And he will have a Broncos 1st down by a couple of yards as they convert on 3rd and 3. They'll go again with Williams. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, here's Nix. A ball deep for the end zone. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Titans offense ready to get going with their second possession. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by P.J. Lott. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
He'll find his tight end, that's Troutman. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not.
Good blocking, and he's in. Bo Nix. Touchdown, Denver.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Broncos will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Spears now to return it. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Tony Pollard heading out with the rest of his Tennessee teammates for their next drive. And he has been the focal point of this offense. When you get a performance like this, you can almost invariably know the offensive line's been stellar, and they have been so far. Rudolph looking to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Rudolph connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? To throw is Rudolph. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on 3rd down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Now Rudolph. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Perfectly timed blitz there by the linebacker. Remember, when you go empty backfield, there's no extra protection. All you have is the 5 offensive linemen. It could be feast or famine, but in this case, when you time it right, man, there is no back there to help protect the quarterback, and he comes away with the sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now, faking the give. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Catch made. That's Boyd. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. The Titans sending out their punt. The Broncos have Marvin Mims out for the return. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
That's a great job defensively. Even though they let him escape the rush initially, there was nowhere to go with either their ball or as a runner, and they're able to force 4th down.
On 4th down, the Broncos send out Riley Dixon to punt. Jaquan Jackson is back deep for Tennessee. That's fielded at about the 18. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Second and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he'll get this to the 43-yard line. The linebacker, Cody Barton, in on the tackle. Two minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I return to Denver after this. Here's a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Back to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Back to throw is Rudolph. He'll get this complete. Nick Westbrook-Akine. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Third and long. Here's Rudolph. A throw right side, taken in by Boyd. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the 1st down. Here comes 4th down. Throwing, Rudolph. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Cody Barton. And the Broncos will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
Just think back to a few plays ago, Mike. This offense is finding themselves entering the red zone. It looked like we're about to see a touchdown, but that's how fast things can change in this game. The defense finds themselves with their back against the wall, coming up with a huge fourth down stop. Not only do they keep points off the board, but it's nicer to do it when you come off with the ball in your hand.
The Broncos offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And a nice run. Get them about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. So, 1 touchdown apiece for our two teams. 7-7 on the board here at the break. As we send you to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman. He's got the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
A touchdown apiece, 7-7 the score as we begin half number 2. On the return, here's Mims. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Broncos offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Low-scoring game, all time, third quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
It's another run here for Williams. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Taking off.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
The Broncos bringing out their punter. He'll punt for the 2nd time after hitting a beauty in his first effort. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The Titans offense and Mason Rudolph heading out onto the field. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. 1st and 10. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive, and he'll get this only to about the 20. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll run once more, and it's Pollard again. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. That's caught. It's Westbrook-Akine. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They run it straight ahead with Pollard. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Blitz coming. He'll throw it to the left side in the hands of Gore. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
They'll run the toss. Here's Pollard. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Again, it's Pollard. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. Here's a run with their tight end. And they've got it on the ground. The mark will come at the 13, but it's a new set of downs. 1st down picked up. Running here, it's Pollard. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. Up the middle, here comes Pollard. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? This one caught at the 4. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Folks' kick is good. And the Titans will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
Here's Tremon Smith on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Broncos offense ready to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. A give, and here comes Williams. And he lowers the shoulder. A gain of about 3. And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. The Titans offense ready to get back to work. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's deep, looking for Boyd. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Surtain.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
The Broncos offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's a handoff to Williams. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. He'll bring up 3rd down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Broncos 1st down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
He's going to run it. 22 yards, the pickup there. First down, Broncos.
There was a lot of questions surrounding this quarterback about whether his style of play from college would transfer to the NFL game. Well, his ability to create with his legs certainly has here today. We see it with his ability to escape pressure out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. He'll find his tight end. That's Troutman.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Here we go. Third and a yard. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
They send Sutton in motion. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Second down, goal to go. Here's Nix to throw. This one to the tight end, Troutman. And room to operate as he takes it down to the 2. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. For the lead, here is third and goal. They'll drop to throw. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Bo Nix. Touchdown, Broncos. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Spears now to return it. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Titans offense ready to get back at it. They trail by 4. Touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Now Rudolph. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Rudolph. He's got it at the 7. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Rudolph. And he's in. Nick Westbrook-Akine. Touchdown, Tennessee. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here's Smith to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The home team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Not wanting to take on any contact, he's going to slide to a stop. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. Back to throw is Nix. He'll run again. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive.
When you find yourself trailing here late in the game, decision-making is critical. Not only is he able to extend the drive by picking up the 1st down with his legs, great job by the quarterback understanding, get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible as they try to make a comeback.
Here's Williams. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Now 2nd and inches. Throwing is Nix. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
I just love the feel this tight end has, Mike, for the defense when they play zone coverage. Certain guys, they want to run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and they end up going from uncovered space to covered space, but not the case here. He knew he was open. He knew he was in the right spot. He stayed open. The quarterback delivered a good ball.
Now, 2nd and 4. On the ground, Williams. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. Here comes Will Lutz in a big spot. This to force overtime. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their 2nd. Here comes Will Lutz in a big spot. This one he's gotta have. This one is on target, and it is good. And we are almost certainly bound for overtime.
And that's just a big-time kick right there. I mean, think about all the things running through this kicker's head. He knows if he misses it, this game's over. But he's cool, he's calm, he steps up, takes a deep breath, and he knocks it through to extend this game.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out, and we are headed to overtime. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Spears now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They'll begin with 1st and 10. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Now Pollard. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. Now a first throw here in overtime. Pressured, gets there, and down he goes.
You just have to have a better plan coming into the game when you're facing this sort of pass rush. You are not going to be able to sit there with long developing plays and pat the ball in the pocket. It has to be read 1, read 2, check down. Get the ball out of your hands. Protect your offensive lineman a little bit.
The Titans punting unit comes out to the field. And he's on for a big one here in overtime. The home team's offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. We'll go play action with Nix. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. So they come to the line for first down and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Sometimes there's just nowhere to go, right? We ask these running backs, Mike, to do a lot of work, find space, create something out of nothing. Well, this time, he was able to create nothing out of nothing.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Williams. And he will take this down close to a first down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
He'll try to run for it with Williams. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Going right sideline and complete. And he's into the end zone. That'll do it. They win it in OT. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
So this will wind up a win for the Broncos. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Broncos are winners. As we say, so long from Denver.